Okay, first things first, if you did not use cubes, please go and use that now. All right. This problem, we start to get into how much it cost. Okay, this is a real life scenario. We know that we just found out from the last one there was 36 boxes of pens. If you did not get that, pause, go back to the last video and see where you might have made your mistake. Okay, so if you didn't get 36, don't be like, oh, I just changed my answer. No, go back and see. Remember, this is about the process of learning. It's not about the outcome. All right. Now we know with this next one that it's $2 per box. Okay, so 36 boxes of pen were ordered, $2 per box. Now you might be saying, well, yeah, that's easy. It's 72. Okay. Yes, you're right. 36 times 2 is 72. That's great. But what it's asking you for this one, it says, show your work using one of the properties of multiplication. So they want you to break it up, and this one I'm kind of, 36. I'm kind of giving you the answer on this one just because it was a little bit confusing, the wording, but we can break this equation, this expression apart, okay? So maybe you don't know what 36 times 2 is, and I wish they kind of chose a harder number than 2, okay? Maybe like 4 because it would have made it a lot better, okay? And I'll show you what 4 would have been like, or even like 8. But I could break 36 up as, well, what's the 3 really worth and what's the 6? Yeah, 30 and 6. So I'm going to break it up as 30 times 2. And now, what do I need to do? I want you to pause and try to finish out the expression. Did you pause? Okay. All right. So remember, it's the equal sign. Right now, we're saying we had 36 groups of 2 over here. But this side, remember, the power of the equal sign. Both have to equal. This is only 30 groups of 2. I have to add how many more groups of 2? Well, 36. So some people just say add 6. That's not right. It's adding 6 groups of 2. Okay? Now, it does actually become, maybe you can't do this in your head, this then becomes a little bit more friendly problem. 30 times 2. Well, that's easy. I do 3 times 2 and my 0. Okay? Plus 6 times 2. 60 plus 12, 72. Okay, so that's what they mean by the properties of multiplication. So I kind of gave you that one, but still you need to write that in a sentence frame. So how much did they spend? I want you to try to write your sentence frame. Please pause the video and write your sentence frame. Don't watch me. I see you. Yes, they spent $72 on pens. Okay, so like I said, this problem I kind of actually wish they made it a little bit tougher, but I do see why they did as you move into part 3. But let's go back here real quickly and assume that they did 36 times. Let's do 7. Okay, 36 times 7. Maybe you can't do that in your head, but you can use the properties to break that apart. So I want you to break this one apart the same way we did the last one. So pause the video and try this. Now try this on a separate sheet of paper. I don't want you to get this confused on the one you're doing because this isn't part of it. This is just practice. So try it on a completely separate sheet of paper. Okay? 36 times 7. Pause and break it apart. So it's 30 times 7 plus 6 times 7. I had my 36 groups of 7. Here's 30 of those. Here's 6 of them. When I put them together, there's the adding. That gives me my 36 groups. Well, now this is a little bit easier. 30 times 7 is 210 plus 42. When I add those up, 252. So I kind of wish they used a little bit more difficult one, but that's what they mean by the properties of multiplication. All right, this was a pretty quick one. We will see you. You have, congratulations. You have made it all the way to part 3. Now, just to get you prepped and ready. Part 3 is tough. That part 3 took me the longest part by far. Like, if you're here, great. But I got to tell you, you're probably not even actually halfway done the problem. That's okay. It's a long process. We're going to get there, okay? But you've been doing a great job so far. Be ready to think. It gets tough.